Okay then, what was the actual purpose of the youth cafe?
So the purpose of the youth cafe came from my last essay, where I had to design a piece of evangelism to meet a specific culture. So I chose to do youth culture. So I did a research project on young people in the local area. And my evangelism idea was to have an event where music is playing in the background, which involves a mixture of secular music that they like, but also Christian music that sounds similar in those styles. So using like Christian rap music or Christian sort of like R&B sort of modern contemporary stuff. Examples like Lecrae or Hillsong, Young and Free. So the purpose was to draw people in, draw young people in, and to then ask them questions about what they're listening to see if they recognise what the message is, and to start conversations about the gospel through music.
And where did you hold the cafe?
So we held the cafe at the church's building.
Oh, okay, right, good. And how did it go?
So the cafe, I thought, went very well. We had quite a few people coming in the end. It started off quite slowly. So the first couple of hours there was only 2 people that came in. But then later on it got very busy for like the last hour and a half. So we ran the cafe from 12 o'clock until 5 o'clock. And we had a footfall of about 15 people come through the door throughout the day, which I thought was very good.
Yes, the first one especially.
Yeah.
And what went particularly well? What did you think went well?
We engaged quite well with the young people that came through. Managed to sit down and have good relational chats with them about how they're doing, how their Easter holidays have gone, and some of their struggles. And managed to play relational games with them, just getting to know them further from the encounters we've already had with them.
Right, yeah.
So yeah, it was good to get to know them better outside of term time.
With more time and more relaxed. I
Yeah.
guess. Yes. And what didn't go so well? What did you feel didn't really kick off?
So the idea was for the event to be larger than it turned out to be. So the idea was for them to invite their friends and for people to see the posters that I'd put around and to come in and see what was going on. But unfortunately, what I thought didn't go well was that only people that were coming to current events came along. So I really wanted them to invite new people and to build new connections with people at the same time. And
But I guess that's something, if you had another one, they would, having been to one, they would be more open to bringing others.
yeah,
They like to kind of have a look first to see what's going on.
yeah.
Yeah. And why didn't you? So why didn't you think it? Why didn't that happen? Do you
The
think?
time space for planning and promoting the event wasn't very long. That's partly down to deadlines of when things were planned and finished to then doing it and having time to reflect on it. But there was also through that I struggled to advertise properly. So I wasn't, with it being the Easter holidays, I wasn't able to speak to the youngsters face to face and tell them what it was. So I relied on social media and posters and putting like graphics up on Facebook and things to advertise, for them to see it and for them to share it, which they did. But unfortunately the people didn't get hold of it in the same way.
I didn't own it.
Yes.
No, as from a personal contact. And do you see the outcome of the youth cafe as a success?
A success. It didn't meet all of the objectives that it set out to. So the objectives that it set out to do was, as a piece of evangelism through the contemporary music, and to start conversations of faith through there. There was music playing in the background that was contemporary Christian music, but we didn't really have any conversations about that. So unfortunately that objective wasn't met. But one objective that was met was just getting to know the youth of the area better, and how we can better go forward in sharing the gospel with them. I feel like we've made progress in actually learning about who they are and how we can communicate the gospel in a way that they understand.
Very good. What would you do differently next time then?
So next time I would give myself more time to plan and promote the event, and for them to understand fully what it is. So another objective that it didn't quite meet was to be different to a youth group that we already run. I wanted it to have a different atmosphere and a different feel, and for them to sort of own it a bit differently to a Thursday evenings youth group.
Right.
So I think next time it would be events management, sort of reflections and progress of planning it better and understanding what the event is meant to do, the purpose, and to make sure that those purposes are met through advertising and through running the event.
And you talk about we. Who did you actually do it with?
So there was myself leading, and then I had a couple of volunteers with me.
Oh, very good.
So
right.
They were also engaging with people. But the main planning was me, so I did the organising, the shopping, and the planning and setup. And then other leaders came and helped me as volunteers on the day. So I think next time I'd also use other people to help, so I can draw from other people's opinions and their experience rather than just my own. And hopefully we can put on a better event to share the gospel.
More team management.
Yes, team management.
And when do you envisage the next time? Do you have any planned time frame in mind, or how frequently? Or
Yeah, so the next one I would like to do closer towards the summer holidays. We have another team coming to share about their experiences from a mission trip. So it would be good to have an event similar to what we've just done, where they can share what they've done with the young people in a similar way. So the objective for that one would be for the mission team to share their experience and share their gospel within the cafe style event that we've just put on.
Oh, it sounds a great way to reach the youth of the area. Very innovative.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.